Yeah. In non-profit organizations, we learned by taking into account the receipts and payments account. From receipts and payments account, we learned how to prepare the income and expenditure account as well as opening balance sheet when you are not given the capital fund or balance fund. And after that, what is a closing financial position we have learned in the last class. Now, this is quite a contrast to the last class. Here, you will be given the income and expenditure account, you will be given the other information, and you are supposed to prepare the receipts and payments account. Okay, you are supposed to prepare the receipts and payments account. Generally, we'll take into account the receipts and payments account and other information, and from these two things, we are going to prepare the opening balance sheet, income and expenditure account, and closing balance sheet. But here, you will be given the income and expenditure account and other information. From these two things, you are supposed to prepare the receipts and payments account. Okay, so this is the climax. We can say that this is the climax of non-profit organizations. Most of the people, they'll go from receipts and payments and they'll prepare the income and expenditure account. But in a reverse manner, that is, you will be given the income and expenditure account and you will be given the other information, and you are supposed to prepare the receipts and payments account. And the tedious job is taking income and expenditure and other information and preparing this receipts and payments is nothing but a tedious job, and it requires so much, okay, attention, okay, carefully understanding all the things, everything it requires. That's why I told you in the beginning that it is nothing but a climax scene. Okay, we are going from the tail to head. Up to now, we are going from head to tail, but now we have to travel from tail to head. That is from income and expenditure and other balance sheet and other things. We have to go to receipts and payments account. I'm just going to read the problem, and I'm going to explain you in the same understandable manner. Okay. The following is the income and expenditure account of Guntur Stadium Club for the year ended 31st March 2006. Income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st March 2006. On the income side, by subscriptions 27,200, by donations 2,000. Only those two things they are appearing on the income side. Now coming to expenditure side, to salaries 7,800, to rent 1,800, to printing 300, to insurance 200, to audit fees 300, to games and sports 1,400, to subscriptions to periodicals 140, to miscellaneous expenses 5,800, to loss on sale of furniture 1,000, to depreciation sports equipment 2,400, furniture 1,240, excess of income over expenditure, that is surplus 6,820. This is about this. Okay, this is the income side, I mean income and expenditure account. And the grand total is 29,200 on both sides, that is on expenditure side as well as on income side. Now, additional information, Amma. Okay, additional information. On 31st March 2005, that is on 1/4/2006, and 31st March 2006, that is closing. Okay, one by one I am reading. Subscriptions in areas. Okay, 31st March 2005, 1,040 rupees, and 31st March 2006, 1,080 rupees, 1080 and 1040. First one is 1040, and the second one is 1,080. First one means you have to take 31st March 2005 or 1/4/2006, and the second one is nothing but 31st March 2006. Like that, you have to take. Advance subscription. First one is 400 and second one is 600. Outstanding expenses in that, rent, first one is 200 and second one is 320. Salaries, First one is 480 and second one is 140. Audit fees 200 rupees first one and 300 rupees the second one. Sports equipments less depreciation 10,000 rupees first one and 9,600 the second one. Furniture less depreciation 12,000 first one and the second one is 11,160. Prepaid insurance first one is nil and second one is 60 rupees. Book value of furniture sold is 2,800. Entrance fees capitalized is 1,600. On 1st April 2006, there was no cash in hand, but there is a bank overdraft for rupees 6,000 rupees. There is a bank overdraft. On 31st March 2006, cash in hand amounted to 340 rupees, and the rest was bank balance. Whatever it may be, the balance, it is nothing but bank balance. Prepare the receipts and payments account of the club for the year ended 31st March 2006. That is, we are traveling towards the head. Okay, first one is subscriptions. Okay, on receipt side, we are to take into account, then we will go for payment side. First one is subscriptions on the receipt side. To subscriptions, income amount is 27,200. And we have to take into account the additional information. So when you are going for additional information, when you are going in a reverse manner, whatever it may be the deductions that we have to add, and whatever it may be the additions we have to deduct. In that manner, we have to take them. Okay, plus arrears of 2005, it comes to 1,040 rupees. You have to add that. In a reverse manner, we are doing. Okay, ma'am. So if you add that, you will come across 28,240. 28,240. And we have to take into account the current year. Less arrears of 2006. Okay, 1,080. You have to deduct this. Actually speaking, this must be added and the previous one must be deducted. But when we are going in a reverse manner, whatever it may be the added items we have to deduct, and whatever it may be the deducted items we have to add. That's all. So arrears, less arrears of 2006, it comes to 1,080 rupees. You have to deduct that, and if you deduct that, you'll come to 27,060 rupees. 27,160. I'm sorry, 27,160 rupees. Next, deduct advance in 2005. Advance. This must be added when we are going from receipts and side, receipts and payment side to income and expenditure. Now we are going from income and expenditures to receipts and payments, so it must be deducted. Less advance in 2005, 400 rupees. If you deduct that, you will come across 26,760. And to this, add advance in 2006, 600 rupees. Okay, the amount comes to 27,360 rupees. This is nothing but the subscriptions amount. Okay, after subscriptions, donations. Okay, to donations 2,000 rupees. Okay, as it is, the amount will come. There is no adjustment for this 2,000. Next, to entrance fees 1,600, because in the problem it is he is told that it should be capitalized. Okay, so same 1,600 you have to take into account. Next, sale of furniture. Sale of furniture. The furniture value is 2,800 amount. The furniture value is, book value of furniture sold is 2,800 less sale. Okay, less sale, that is 1,000 rupees we have to deduct. Okay, because there is a purchase of loss on sale of furniture 1,000 rupees, that thing it should be deducted. So the amount comes to 1,800. These are the three items. These are not three items, sorry, four items. These are the four items that we come across on receipt side. Now we have to go for the payment side. Okay, so there is no cash balance in the beginning. We are having a bank overdraft. So by by bank overdraft on the payment side, by bank overdraft, 6,000 rupees on 1/4/2005. Next, salaries, salary expenses. The salaries are 7,800 amount. Okay, outstanding salaries are there. Outstanding of 2005. So, yeah, salaries, outstanding expenses, their salaries. Okay, 2005 you have to add, and 2006 you have to deduct. Add outstanding of 2005, 480 rupees. If you add that, you will come across 8,280 rupees. From that, less, okay, outstanding of 2006, that is 140 rupees. So it comes to 8,140 rupees. Next, in the same way, rent. Okay, the rent amount is 1,800 amount in the income and expenditure side. Okay, next, same outstanding of 2005. What you have to do is you have to 2,000 outstanding rent. Okay, 2,000, 200 rupees outstanding of 2005. You have to add. That is, total amount comes to 2,000 rupees. Then you have to deduct of 2006, less out of outstanding of 2006, 320 rupees. It comes to 1,680 rupees in the outer column. Next, printing, 300 rupees. There is no adjustment for printing. Insurance, 200 rupees. Insurance, 200 rupees. So this thing, prepaid insurance, okay, it was given in 2006, so you have to add that. Less prepaid expenses, 60 rupees. The total amount comes to 260 rupees. Next, audit fees. Okay, outstanding audit fees is 300 rupees in the income and expenditure side, and you have to add 2005 outstanding 200 rupees. It comes to 500, and less 2006 300 rupees. It comes to 200 rupees. Games and sports, 1,400. It was given in income and expenditure side. Miscellaneous expenses, 5,800. It was also given in income and expenditure side. Subscriptions to periodicals, 140. It was also given. Sports equipment purchased. So what is the balance that we are coming across? The balance on 2006 is 9,600. So you have to add the depreciation 2,400 because it was given 2,400. It was given in the additional information. So you have to add that. The total comes to 12,000 rupees, and you have to deduct the balance as on 2005, that is 10,000 rupees. So the net value is 2,000. This is nothing but the sports equipment purchase. It will appear on the payment side. Furniture purchased, balance amount is 11,160. Add depreciation 1,240, and book value of sale of furniture 2,800. If you add all these things, it will comes to 15,200, and less, okay, balance on 2005, 12,000 rupees. And if you deduct that, the net amount is 3,200. That is nothing but furniture purchase. Cash in hand, 340 rupees. Cash in hand, 340 rupees. So whatever it may be, it will become the bank balance. So the bank balance is nothing but the balancing figure, and that is 3,300 rupees. And the grand total on both sides is 32,760. Like this, you have to do the receipts and payments account when you are given the income and expenditure account as well as other information. Okay, so with this, we are going to complete. We have completed the non-profit organizations, and tomorrow we are going to start a new chapter, new topic. Okay, that is nothing but, okay, single entry or accounts of incomplete records. And whomever they may be, when you come across any doubt, okay, you please keep comments, You please keep comments, or else, okay, you can. I am available on the phone also, and provided you must do, okay, after 1 o'clock, because I am busy up to 1 o'clock. You can ring up to me, and my number is 9849238902. Once again, I'm repeating, 9849238902. This is my cell number. Okay, if you keep comments, then I can able to read that. Then I can be in a position to answer your questions. And I know that there are so many people who are here who are looking after this. I know that there are so many skilled persons more than me, and I request all those people, and this, because I request all those people that I'm doing this for the learning people, for the buds. You are the greatest flowers. You know everything, but for the buddies, I'm making a small trial. You bless, you great people. You please bless me in foregoing my video classes. Thereby, I am very grateful to you, and I bow my head before you for giving your cooperation and coordination. Thanking you. Tomorrow, I'm going to take, okay, tomorrow I'm going to take the new topic. Until then, goodbye.